everyone, welcome back to yet another video with me, Mr. Cool Plays. And today, I got my Patrick's Day skin on, as you can see. It looks really nice. Look at it from the back, I got the Irish flag, as you can see. I wish you all a very happy Patrick's Day. You're probably watching this in the future though, so I wished you a very happy Patrick's Day. Not anymore, because it's probably not Patrick's Day by the time I'm watching this, whatever. Anyway, I'm Irish. So I'm wishing you Patrick's Day. That's going to cost a like and subscribe, of course. Anyway, let's get to the point of today's video, which is to show you how you can improve on your interiors using some simple methods, some simple tricks. I'm just going to show you how you can add in detail, right? Make your interiors look a whole lot better. So starting here with an example of how not exactly to do it. Right, I mean, this is quite a basic house. It looks alright, you could say. Except for the fact that, well, it's not very interesting to look at. It's quite boring. The walls are very plain. They're just green. There's nothing really much to them, and the house is quite flat. There's nothing really too interesting happening. How can we improve on this? Well, I have an example of a improved on version of that house, and it is a bit messy. It is a bit overdone, but I like it. I think it looks quite nice. And we still got the same basic colors, but we have some changes. So the first change you might notice is that we added texture to this build. We textured the build to make it look more aged, to make it look like it tells more of a story, right? To make it look weathered and older, right? We did that using some darker shades of green. So we have some green concrete, lime terracotta, and some bamboo. And the bamboo fades to a nice yellow here at the bottom. I think that looks really nice. We also textured the roof. The roof looks old, aged, so do the walls. We also added in some new shape. As you can see, we have a little bit of a extension to the house here, peeking up out of the roof, which I think it looks really nice. It really adds in that extra bit of detail, extra bit of shape that you're looking for, right? And this house basically just has more shape to it than that house. It just add in more shape to make your exteriors look better, right? You want to make your house look better on the outside, don't make it flat, just give it more shape, right? Give it more complexity. Another thing I'll point out is make sure the windows look nice. It doesn't have to be glass, even though you want to make windows. It can just be something like this. I got scaffolding, and it looks like the window's divided in 4 parts, like most windows are. And it just looks really nice. We also have a shutter for the window as well to make it look like it's open. I also added a terrace or a front porch, as the Americans might call it, for you to sit down and relax. And it also adds just that extra bit of shape to your house, extra bit of shape, extra bit of color. We also have some greenery here up on the roof to make it look a bit overgrown, maybe a little bit mismanaged. We have this thing here, I'm not sure what to call it, but I mean, look at it, assign it a name. Right, we have some hay under it, and the chimney, of course. I nearly forgot about the chimney. The chimney adds in so much life to your build. It adds in so much detail. Your build just looks more alive. It looks like someone's actually living there. Maybe he's cooking something. Now over here, I'm going to show you things that you can add on to your house to just give it your exterior more detail, more thought, more color, and just more shape and stuff like that. So again, starting off with the chimneys, we have a nice gradient from resin to orange terracotta to brown concrete powder to coarse dirt and then to oak log. And I think this gradient looks really nice. I'll make sure to have the darker color up on top so that it looks like the smoke is actually doing a little bit of damage to the chimney. Right, it's giving it that darker color, smokier feel. I'm not really sure how to put it. Moving over to some window designs. As you can see here, the first one we have is regular fences. Those work splendidly in more rustic and medieval builds. We also have this shutter here to make it look like this window is open. The same thing over here, but done with birch trapdoors, to make it look like curtains have been closed in front of the windows, and now you can't really see anything inside, but it still looks quite bright. Same thing here with the scaffolding. We have a shutter here and this one's closed, but it just looks like a window. Scaffolding really does look like windows. I think scaffolding is probably one of my favorite blocks for that. And then of course, regular glass panes. You can never go wrong with them. Sometimes these alternatives look better, but these are always the most practical. You can see through them very well, and they have different variants. These are the white ones. Now I'd like to show you some of these things. I'm not really sure what these are called, to be honest. I mean, market stands, I'm not sure. But like for this one, we have some storage underneath it, and it's red and white. Right here it's blue and white, and we have a sort of counter here. You could put maybe a villager behind this. Then here we have some wool under this one, under the yellow one. Here we have a terrace. Here you can sit down and have a nice meal or whatever during the summer. And we have some of these signs here to cause a bit of shade. And just add one of these, stick one of these to the side of your house, and it's going to look 100 times better. Also some greenery. You can add in some plants growing up the side of your wall. I have used these new resin clumps. I think those look really, really nice because they look like oranges a little bit anyway. It looks like some kind of fruit anyway, some kind of berries. The new resin clump looks really, really nice. It also makes a nice looking ore, as you can see. It looks like a new ore, or perhaps it could be even. Oh, I discovered something, guys. Look at that. Look at that. That looks like lava. It looks like lava. It looks like little bits of lava coming out. Let me see. Oh. Oh, that looks good. Man, I really love the resin clumps. They look so good. But yeah, this is like a sort of blacksmith station. You can have this outside your house as well. And the resin clumps really go well with lava now that I look at it. It really is like a few drops of lava. I need to add some of these to the side here. That looks... I mean, I don't know. Is that a new build hack? Guys, I discovered something new. Yeah, this looks good. I'm going to keep that way. But anyway, you can also add a smithing station to the side of your house. It looks really, really nice. Have some lava, have some furnaces, some anvils, smithing table, pile of coal. It always looks nice. And then over here, we have another example with these two houses over here. So the first one, again, is the bad example. We have windows all over the place with no symmetry or pattern to them whatsoever. And then this one looks really, really strange because it's only 3 blocks. Then we have a door that is not centered, but it's trying to be centered. It's a wannabe centered door. And the walls are big and flat and stupid. They're big and flat and they don't look nice at all. So again, if we use our tricks that we used beforehand, we can add in more extensions to the house. So as you can see here, I put this front thing up here and I put this thing to the side of the house. And I changed the elevation of this one to make it look a little smaller. So this is just the entrance of the house and you can actually come into the big thing. We have some vine/leaves growing up the side of this to make it look a bit more aged and actually give this sort of hazy, gradienty feel. Like as you can see, if you look at it from head on, this part looks very blurred and hazy because of the leaves, and I think that really adds something to the build. It makes it look more artistic, perhaps? I'm not sure. I'm not really familiar with artistic terms. But I don't know, it just blurs the border here. It doesn't make it look very harsh, but it also adds in a lot of contrast to that area. And again, texture your builds. Make sure you give them some color. As you can see here, we have some browns mixed in here. Under the windows, add in darker patches of blocks to make it look like there's moisture being captured under that. Moss is nice. It looks cool. And again, it doesn't have to be practical. It just has to be a looker, right? I mean, here we have some cables, even though there's no electricity in Minecraft. Here we have a chimney, even though there's no Santa Claus in Minecraft. And here we have a balcony, even though there's no smoking in Minecraft. Okay, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. I wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day, and I'll see you again in another video. Also, subscribe, please, because I'm really close, really close to 1,000 subscribers, 26 subs away, and I would like to hit it, and it'd be really nice if you did that. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!